Let me share a truth that no one else dares to tell you. It's not about your looks, your bank account, or even your intelligence. If you truly want to captivate any woman, you must first master the one thing most men neglect: themselves. Here's the brutal reality. Most men are losing in the game of love because they've been chasing all the wrong things. Forget the cliches about fancy dinners, trendy outfits, or trying to look like some celebrity on Instagram. None of that matters. What really draws a woman in, what truly keeps her attention, is your emotional strength, your ability to be calm, grounded, and unshakably confident in who you are. Think about it. Have you ever been ghosted, ignored, or left wondering why she's not interested? It's not because you weren't good enough or didn't try hard enough. It's because she saw what you couldn't see. You were out of control, chasing her, seeking her validation, trying to impress her. It all screams insecurity, and women can sense that a mile away. But here's the good news. This cycle can end today. You don't need to memorize pickup lines or fake confidence. You don't need to change who you are. What you do need is to master a few simple principles rooted in one of the most powerful philosophies ever created: Stoicism. This isn't just a dating tip. It's the ultimate key to unlocking her heart and keeping it. Picture this. Instead of nervously trying to make her laugh or impress her with some grand gesture, you walk into a room radiating calm, quiet confidence. You're not reacting to her every word or mood. You're simply present, unshaken by anything around you. While other guys stumble over themselves to gain her attention, you stand out without even trying. Why? Because you're in control, not of her, but of yourself. Here's the hard truth. Women don't want to be chased. They want to feel drawn to you. The moment you stop putting her on a pedestal and start focusing on becoming the best version of yourself is the moment she begins to see you differently. She'll notice your composure, your self-assuredness, and your ability to handle life with grace. That's what makes her curious. That's what pulls her in. Let me break it down. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or being cold. It's about mastering them. When you can stay calm under pressure, when you're unshaken by her tests or the chaos around you, you become magnetic. She doesn't want the guy who's desperate for her approval or constantly seeking to impress her. She wants the man who's so secure in himself that her presence feels like a privilege, not a necessity. Imagine this. You're on a date, and instead of overthinking every word, you're simply there, relaxed and confident. You're not worried about whether she likes you because you already like yourself. That kind of energy is rare, and it's unforgettable. Women remember the man who made them feel safe, valued, and respected without even trying. So stop chasing, stop performing, start mastering yourself. Because the real secret to attraction isn't about her at all. It's about you. When you become the man who knows his worth, she'll see it too. And when that happens, you won't need to try to win her over. She'll be the one drawn to you, wondering what it is about you that makes you so different. Are you ready to become that man? Let's get started. When you truly master this, everything shifts. You'll stop second-guessing every move, stop trying to prove your worth, and effortlessly become the man she can't stop thinking about. Imagine this. Instead of chasing, you're the one being chased. And the best part, it's not complicated. When you embrace these stoic principles and weave them into your life, it's not just your dating game that transforms, it's everything. Your relationships will deepen, your career will thrive, and your entire outlook on life will evolve into something extraordinary. So, if you're ready to discover what it takes to become the man who commands attention and respect, without ever needing to demand it. Let's dive in. Now that you understand the power of Stoicism, let's tackle one of the most misunderstood aspects of attraction. The power of your words. Here's where most men falter. They believe they need clever one-liners or endless humor to captivate her. Let me tell you right now, that's the fastest way to blend into the background. It's not about being the funniest or the smartest in the room. It's about connecting, using your words to touch something deeper, something meaningful. Here's the reality. Women hear compliments all the time. You're gorgeous. You're so sexy. These phrases bounce off her like water on glass. They're overused, shallow, and forgettable. But do you know what she almost never hears? Genuine compliments about who she is, not just how she looks. Step 1. Start using her name. This might sound trivial, but it's a psychological game changer. When you say her name in conversation, it activates a part of her brain that makes her feel noticed, unique, and valued. It's powerful, but here's the catch. Don't overdo it. Dropping her name in every sentence feels unnatural. Instead, use it sparingly and strategically, like when you're giving her a sincere compliment. For example, instead of saying, "That's cool," say, "You know what, Emma? That's really inspiring." You've just turned an ordinary comment into something that feels personal and special. Step 2. Compliment her in ways no one else does. Most guys focus on the easy stuff, her smile, her outfit, her looks. But if you want to stand out, you need to go deeper. Compliment her mind, her perspective, her passions. Let's say she shares a story about something that excites her. Instead of the typical nod and smile, say, "I love how deeply you think about things. It's rare to meet someone who's that passionate." This isn't just a compliment. It's an acknowledgement of her essence, her identity. That's the kind of validation she craves, but rarely receives. Step 3. Practice gratitude. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly overlooked. Gratitude is magnetic. If she does something thoughtful, no matter how small, don't just brush it off. Acknowledge it. Say, "Thank you for that. I really appreciate it." But don't stop there. Add depth. It's not just what you did, it's how much thought you put into it. That really means a lot to me. Genuine gratitude makes her feel seen, valued, and appreciated, creating a connection that's impossible to fake. Here's the truth most men miss. Women want to feel special, not in a superficial way, but in a way that touches their soul. They want to know that you see them, not just the surface, but the layers underneath. And this is where you separate yourself from the crowd. While most guys are busy trying to impress her with flashy stories or shallow compliments, you're showing her something she's been yearning for. Someone who truly sees her. When you speak to her in this way, she'll feel something different, something unforgettable. She'll wonder why your words resonate so deeply, why being around you feels so refreshing, so real. And that's because you've mastered what so many fail to even realize. Your words aren't just sounds, they're tools to build trust, intrigue, and desire. Are you ready to leave behind the old tactics that don't work and step into a new way of connecting? Let's make this your reality. When you express genuine gratitude, something magical happens. It makes her feel truly valued. Think about it. In a world where most men are too busy to notice the small things, or worse, take her for granted, showing gratitude sets you apart in a profound way. It's not about overdoing it or trying to win points. It's about showing her that you see and appreciate the essence of who she is. And trust me, when a woman feels seen, you've already won half the battle. But here's a trap many guys fall into, and it's crucial to avoid it: over-apologizing. Picture this. You've done nothing wrong, yet you find yourself saying sorry just to keep the peace or avoid conflict. Sound familiar? Let me tell you something that might sting. Over-apologizing makes you look weak. Women respect men who can own their actions and stand firm in their decisions. So here's your new mantra. Apologize when it's necessary, when you've genuinely made a mistake, but never apologize for who you are or what you believe in. Confidence isn't about being flawless. It's about standing by your truth with humility and strength. Actions grounded in Stoicism. Words have power, but let's be honest. They're only part of the equation. Actions speak louder, and if your actions don't align with your words, you'll lose her trust. This is where Stoic principles shine. Stoicism teaches that your actions should come from a place of calm, deliberate confidence. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. Let's break this down into actionable steps that you can start practicing today. Action 1. Master your body language. Your body speaks volumes, even when your mouth is silent. Without realizing it, you might be sending signals of insecurity, fidgeting, shifting your weight, or avoiding eye contact. These behaviors scream nervousness. And here's the truth. If you don't appear confident in yourself, why should she believe in you? Start by grounding yourself. Stand tall, plant your feet firmly, and relax your shoulders. Picture a string pulling you upward from the top of your head, giving you a posture that exudes calm and authority. Then focus on your eye contact. This is where many guys falter. Avoiding her gaze makes you seem unsure, but staring too intensely can make you come off as aggressive or creepy. The Stoic approach? Hold her gaze for a few seconds, enough to show you're present and confident, then let it go naturally. When you master this balance, you create an unspoken connection that's both powerful and magnetic. Action 2. Move with purpose. Think back to the last time you entered a room. Did you rush in, scanning nervously, or shuffle around like you weren't sure you belonged? If so, don't worry, you're not alone. But here's the problem. Rushed, aimless movements scream insecurity. Women notice these things instinctively. Instead, channel your inner Stoic and move with purpose. Slow down. Be deliberate in your steps. When you walk into a room, act like you own it. Not in an arrogant way, but with quiet confidence. Every movement should say, I know who I am and I belong here. This kind of composure is magnetic. Women are naturally drawn to men who seem unshaken by their surroundings. Action 3. Small gestures. Big impact. Forget grand romantic gestures. They're overrated and often feel forced. The real magic lies in the small, thoughtful things. For instance, if she casually mentions her favorite author in a conversation, surprise her with a book by that author. Or if she's facing a personal challenge, follow up with her later to ask how it's going. These tiny, meaningful actions show that you're not just hearing her, you're truly listening. Women crave this kind of attention because it shows you value more than just the surface-level connection. You're showing her that you care about the details, about her as a person. And trust me, that makes all the difference. Stop trying to be the entertainer. Here's a hard truth. Most guys think they need to be funny or the life of the party to get her attention. But here's the secret. Women don't want a comedian. They want a man who listens. Instead of trying to entertain her with endless jokes or stories about yourself, be fully present. Listen more than you speak. When she feels like you're genuinely interested in her thoughts and feelings, she'll find you far more attractive than the guy cracking jokes every 5 seconds. Applying Stoicism in modern relationships. Finally, let's talk about handling challenges, because let's face it, things don't always go according to plan. Maybe the date feels awkward, or she starts pulling away unexpectedly. Most guys panic in these moments, scrambling to fix the situation or win her back, but not you. You're a stoic. You don't let external circumstances control your inner peace. Instead of reacting emotionally, you remain grounded. If she's pulling away, give her space. Use that time to reflect, not to overanalyze or blame yourself. Remember, your worth isn't tied to her actions. It comes from within. When you master this mindset, not only will you handle setbacks with grace, but you'll also become the kind of man she admires and respects. Scenario 1. When the date isn't going as planned. Picture this. The conversation feels forced, the food isn't great, and the vibe just seems off. Most guys would scramble to salvage the situation, apologizing excessively, overcompensating with jokes, or bending over backward to fix things. But you're different. You're a stoic. And a stoic man doesn't need perfection to thrive. When the date takes an awkward turn, instead of reacting with panic or frustration, lean into your calm, unshakable energy. Smile at the chaos. Make a lighthearted comment like, "Well, I guess we'll always remember this meal for all the wrong reasons, huh?" Your ability to stay composed when things go wrong sends a powerful message. You're not defined by external circumstances. Women notice this. When she sees you remaining confident and unbothered by the hiccups, it does more than ease the tension. It makes her feel safe. She realizes that you're someone she can rely on, someone who won't crumble when life throws curveballs. And that's incredibly attractive. Scenario 2. When she starts pulling away. This is the moment that trips up so many men. She's texting less, plans are becoming vague, and suddenly you feel the distance. For most guys, this triggers a wave of anxiety. They start texting more, calling more, and overanalyzing every interaction, trying to figure out what went wrong. But here's the truth. Desperation is never the answer. A stoic man knows this instinctively. He understands that he can't control her actions, only his response. So instead of panicking, he steps back. He gives her the space she's seeking, not because he doesn't care, but because he values himself enough to let her make her own choices. And here's the twist. In that space, something unexpected happens. She starts to wonder about you. She realizes you're not like the others, the ones who chase, plead, or suffocate her with attention. Instead, you're secure, self-assured, and confident in your worth. That's when the dynamic shifts. Instead of pulling away further, she starts to lean back in. Why? Because women are drawn to men who don't need them to feel complete. When you show that you're not afraid to lose her, you radiate a kind of power that's irresistible. You're no longer chasing her approval. You've positioned yourself as someone she's eager to win over again. Be true to yourself. Let's cut to the core. None of this works if you're not true to who you are, but let's clarify what that really means. Being true to yourself isn't about being stagnant or refusing to grow. It's about embracing your authenticity while striving to be the best version of you. It's owning your flaws, your quirks, and your strengths unapologetically. Stop trying to mold yourself into the man you think she wants. That's exhausting, and it's a game you'll never win. Instead, focus on becoming the kind of man you're proud to be. Someone who leads with purpose, who lives with intention, and who embodies quiet strength. When you do this, you stop chasing women altogether. You stop trying to impress them with words or actions because your presence alone does all the work. Here's the incredible part. When you master yourself, everything changes. Women will be drawn to you, not because of what you say or do, but because of who you are. They'll see in you a man who is rare, a man who stands tall in a world of people who constantly seek validation. The takeaway. So here's the deal. Stop chasing. Stop trying to impress. Stop playing by the rules society tells you will make her fall for you. Instead, focus on becoming the man who naturally attracts everything he desires by building his inner foundation first. Be the calm in the storm, the steady presence that others lean on, and watch as your entire world transforms. Your relationships, your career, your life. You already hold the keys to unlock her heart. It's not about grand gestures, clever lines, or playing games. It's about mastering yourself and leading with authenticity and strength. If this resonates with you and you're ready to level up even further, hit that subscribe button and join the journey. Together, we'll create the life and relationships you've always deserved. This is your moment. Claim it.